Hello. It's Sean Brady coming to you live from Caldy's Coffee with Bob, my man Bunch.
Okay.
And Bob, we're recording on your video as well. So we have multimedia things happening right now.
Yeah, like we're breaking the fifth wall.
Exactly. But what we do with this content is we will take this content and you can not only have it in a podcast format, but we can repurpose it, as you know, in a blog. You can use the vlog. Sometimes I record it via Facebook Live.
Yeah.
So people are streaming it. But the cool thing is that you can repurpose all this fun content, and now you can create your own content and repurpose it as many times as you want for your business expertise, whatever that is.
What?
So think of your top 10 FAQs, all the things, the frequently asked questions that you know you answer on an everyday basis.
Okay.
So now we could have a show on each one or a couple different episodes on a couple different things.
Okay.
And it's just handled. It's taken care of. It's like, oh my gosh, Jimmy, you have this problem. I can handle that.
So, okay.
Listen to this podcast. So, I did with Sean Brady.
So how do people find the podcast?
So it's really simple. Yeah, right now, they're usually shared directly with people's audience. So if we did the Bob Bunch podcast, we would have a Bob Bunch show, and you get to share that with your database.
Okay, gotcha. So I get a unique link that I can share with people.
Yes.
So could we even do like a fun test unique link of this, and then I'll share it on this in the description below, and then maybe there's a way where I can still, what I'll do is I'll make sure that all of his amazing contact information for all of his businesses is there as well.
Like your show could be Bob Bunch on networking.
So a bunch
of networking.
On networking.
A bunch on networking, or a bunch
on networking.
Of networking.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want it to be?
It's dual meaning. It's a bunch on networking, or a bunch
of multiple people
on networking. A bunch of information on networking.
I love it.
Yeah,
a bunch on networking.
Or it could be a panel. A bunch on it's multi-usable. And
you heard it live or recorded for the first time here.
Is this live?
No, it's not live.
Okay.
This is being recorded, so we can post. It'll post to Facebook as soon as I get done with it and send it.
Sweet.
I know. A bunch on networking.
We didn't have a meeting planned. This is all just improv. Impromptu.
The
thing that's Caldy's. We just run into people like we love you, Caldy's.
Exactly. And I didn't get to see Matt Barbie today because my other meeting ran over. But he's doing Billionaire Thoughts at Medici right now.
Right.
But we were talking about him. It's like, of course you know who he is. You know everybody.
That's not true.
Well, you know a lot of people, especially in the St. Louis area. And here's one of my questions that I love to ask everybody.
What's that?
So, think of your expertise for networking.
Okay.
Right? And bringing people together. Think of 3 pet peeves that you wish more people in the business world would do. And we're getting laughter.
3 pet peeves.
3 pet peeves, yeah.
Okay.
What are they?
Pet peeve number 1. Don't be like Johnny Bravo.
Johnny Bravo? You mean Greg Brady, Johnny Bravo?
Yeah, so like Johnny Bravo. So in my vlog, I'll actually put a clip of Johnny Bravo in there. But like one of his famous sayings is, "Enough about me, let's talk about me." That's my probably biggest pet peeve. You sit down with someone, all they do is they talk about how awesome they are, and then they keep talking about how awesome they are instead of asking questions, right? So like, there's that old saying, don't try to be interesting, be interested.
Yeah.
Right? So that's number 1. Number 2 is learn.
Two eyes, 2 ears, one mouth.
Yeah. I mean, it's
interesting.
It's built into how we're built.
Yes.
Yeah.
Johnny Bravo would forget that.
Right. Exactly. The next thing is learn how to ask good questions.
Yeah.
You know, be good at asking questions.
Yes.
Like that's really my biggest pet peeve is when people complain that I don't talk enough.
Yep.
But it's because you're not asking me any questions.
You're waiting for.
Ask me a question, and don't ask me the question, "How's your day going?" Because I can answer that question. Good.
Great.
A better question to ask, which I've talked about in the vlog, and I'll share this with you guys, is what's the best thing going on in your life lately? That causes you to be specific. It's not a yes or no question. and it causes it to go positive.
Wow. That's
So
a
that's
great question.
that's a better question to ask.
Yeah, it is a better question to ask.
Third pet peeve. I don't know. I think I've only got 2.
That's good. Well, it was kind of
Is
2
that-
or
is-
3.
Yeah. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Okay.
We'll release you from that question. Is there any questions you have of me about my podcast? I love the shades, by the way.
Yeah. Well, it's my. You know why I wear the shades?
I don't, because you're famous?
No.
Oh, why?
Well, there's 2 reasons.
It's your brand.
Well, yeah.
It has become your brand.
Well, Jack Nicholson. You know Jack Nicholson.
Well, not personally, but yes.
Yeah. Like he wears sunglasses like all the time. And someone asked him one time, "Why do you wear sunglasses all the time?" It's because if I don't wear them, I'm just some other guy. But when I wear them, then I'm Jack Nicholson. That's one thing. So yeah, branding. But the other practical thing is that when I am looking at the camera,
Yes.
I'm actually looking here to make sure that I'm framed correctly.
Ah.
But I don't want them to see that I'm looking here. I want them to think I'm looking here.
Ah, I got it.
So now they don't know that I'm not looking at them, but I'm actually looking at everyone.
Right now, you just saw me looking
Right.
down at the screen versus
Yeah.
right into the camera, which I usually do.
Right.
Brilliant. I love it.
Yeah, so it's practical and branding.
Cool.
So, who would you love to have on your show that you don't have access to?
Ooh, a great question. So, who I'd love to have on my show that I don't have access to?
You don't currently have a connection with.
So, like a person, an individual.
Yeah, that or you know, or a company. Either one, it doesn't matter. Like a person at a company. Or...
You know, funny. The last time I did this, I just had access to him, but I guess right now, I don't know who the person is.
Okay.
Like I can't think of a name right now that I wouldn't have access to because, as you probably remember, I used to be a recruiter and I could pretty much get in contact with anybody I wanted to.
Then here's the better question:
Yes.
if you could share, let's say, 2 tips
Yes.
with your audience and my friends here of how do you get a meeting with just about anyone you want to?
Ooh.
What are 2 things that have helped you do that in the past? We'll just switch the question because I think that's even more applicable for what we're talking about.
So how I've gotten to one, you'll probably respect this, is a referral.
100%.
And then the harder, but so that's the easiest way.
Sure,
is
100%.
Right? And
Yeah.
then the second one, which is harder, but you have to create such a value proposition that makes sense to them, and you have to be able to deliver that in 15 seconds or less.
Okay.
So it's usually when you're dealing with someone in a power position,
Okay.
you let them know why you're dealing with them. Bob, I want to meet with you because I'm trying to sell you.
And that works good for you?
It has.
Really?
Yeah. And then usually what they'll say is, if they don't know me, they'll ask, who are you?
Yeah.
And then I'll say who I am and how I got to them. Because that's almost another referral. It's like, oh, I was talking to so-and-so, and they said to reach out with you directly.
Gotcha. Okay.
And you, so,
Yeah.
so, but that's still in the referral category because
Right,
so-and-so referenced me to talk to you, and that whole chain.
Totally.
That's the easier way, but that's the one. But
Yeah.
the second one just gives so much value that there's interest in them talking with you further.
And what's one of your favorite ways of adding that instant value? How do you make that impression?
Finding out what is valuable for them.
Okay.
That goes back to what you said, being interested in them.
Right.
Because you think you have the end-all, be-all solution for them and their company, their business, their life. Mm-hmm. And it may not be.
Right.
Because you don't know. Because
Right.
you haven't been interested enough. So I guess that's another thing is I never try to close on the first deal.
Sure. Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, what, I need to know more about you. What
Right.
are your objectives? What do you want? Why do you want to do this? Why would you ever want to do that?
So funny that you say that. That I ever tell you about the time that a friend of mine, I shared a few principles with him, and it helped him land a $3.5 million deal.
You did not share that with me, but now I'm interested, and we want to know why.
So that your second, like obviously, first referral, best way.
Yep.
Best way is referral.
Yeah.
100%.
100%.
If you don't have that connection necessarily, this is what my friend did. There was a business he was trying to get into for over a year. Wasn't having any luck. He's a financial planner. So what he did is he found some things that business had done in the community that they were very proud of.
Yeah.
and he put pictures of those things on a nice little card and then sent them some brownies. Okay? So did some fun stuff by sending them a nice gift because he sent something that he knew would be important to them.
Yep.
He told me he had a meeting with the owners within 2 weeks.
Nice.
He said, Bob...
After trying to get in there for 52 weeks.
Right, exactly. And it literally, he said, Bob, you would have thought I had sent them bars of gold, not brownies. They were eating out of my hand. A month later, they moved 40 retirement accounts over from where they were to his firm. It was a $3.5 million deal.
Wow.
But it's that premise of what you're talking about. Like, you add value to them. You do something that's
the
important
value
to
proposition.
them.
Exactly.
The value proposition.
Right.
And you show that you're interested in them instead of trying to be interesting. That gets your foot in the door.
Yeah.
And then the next steps fall into place.
You know, that's one of my, I guess, school of hard knocks in sales is I wish somebody would have told me that when I first got into sales, because I was just like, oh, well, I'm supposed to call on all these accounts and sell this stuff and upgrade people, and but it was more about what I could sell to them instead of what I could do for them.
Right.
And a huge, slight mind shift, but what's that value? How can I listen and be of value to them?
Totally, and that's actually something I teach in my course that I have available on my website.
Excellent.
That teaches people how to do that.
And what's the website?
So the website is robertbunch.com, and the course is called How to Get People to Beg You About Your Business. I have found that it's more fun.
About your business.
It's more fun when people are pursuing you instead of you trying to pursue everyone else.
I thought everybody loved cold calling and talking to people they had no idea who they did or who they were.
Yeah, no?
It makes it a lot harder.
Yeah, well, most people, when they're given two choices, either having to call cold leads or getting introduced to warm referrals that are pretty much ready to do business with you, most people choose the latter.
Yes.
So that's what the course teaches.
That's cool. Well, Bob Bunch, thank you for those tidbits of information, and thank you for your first episode.
My God, you're sexy. I love you, brother.
I am a sexy, sexy man. That's why I have a voice for radio.
Yes, you do.
And we have a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, we do.
Bob, thank you, my man.
You're awesome, man.
All right.
Boom.
Fist bump first quarter. You know about that?
What?
Fist bump in the first quarter of the year. A lot of people are sick right now. So fist bump. This is not me. This is Medici Marketplace. So Cynthia Carell and Brett Klein and a bunch of other fun people there. They came up with that because so many people were sick. It's like, let's just do fist bumps. And then we're gonna go. We'll see you in the bathroom to go wash hands afterwards. Don't want the flu. Don't want to be, exposed. We have enough stuff with kids. And
Gotcha.
All the people we meet.
I can see the thought process behind that one.
It's kind of fun.
It is.
A good practice. It'll be a little weird at Mastermind tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, Mastermind's tomorrow.
It is tomorrow.
Oh, I'll see you tomorrow at Mastermind?
We will see each other at Mastermind tomorrow.
Woohoo!
Bring it.
Brady Bunch Tour.
All right. And that's, for those of you who don't know, in St. Louis, at Orlando's, the third Thursday of
Virtually
every month. Every month except December.
Yeah, if you want to know all the details, go to mastermindstl.com and it will give you all of the details specifically on every event.
It's a fabulous, fabulous networking opportunity. And if you've never been, it costs nothing to attend.
Absolutely. That event took my business across the country. I love that event. I highly recommend it.
And that business, or that networking thing, helped me make so many different connections and to get a referral network so fast that I feel connected to the St. Louis community inside of 3 years.
Yeah.
It's like I can go anywhere, get a referral for anything, and feel like a local instead of an outsider.
Right. I mean, yeah, I've shown you guys, here's a clip. Yeah, it's a great event.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
All right, we keep on rambling. Bob, thank you, my man.
Peace.
All right, peace out. And we're getting audience clap right now. I know, it's fun stuff.